welcome back to next episode of the Big Bang Theory Rewatch podcast, brought to you by Affinity Streaming. Let me get started by saying follow us on our socials, YouTube, Instagram. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Follow us everywhere. So exciting. We have officially finished the first season of the Big Bang Theory. So we're on season 1, episode 17. This is the only season that had like 17 episodes. All the rest are 23 or 24. So shorter season to start us off. This episode was called The Tangerine Factor. And in this episode, basically, Penny ends up breaking up with some guy she was with, Mike. And, yep, Mike, from last episode. And she's upset, and Leonard goes to comfort her, and then ends up asking her out, and this whole thing plays out where both of them end up going to Sheldon for advice on whether they should go on the date or not. And we learn a lot about Schrodinger's cat. And as a side note, Sheldon is trying to learn Mandarin, which is kind of funny at the same time. So, Contrell, give me your initial thoughts on this episode.
Kind of funny. His Mandarin. Yeah, the Mandarin, I don't know what the point of that was. Is there such thing as tangerine chicken? I've heard of orange chicken.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's... We'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
You've ordered orange chicken before.
Yeah, but what about... tangerine chicken just seems like it should be a thing. Yeah, it's a thing.
It's a thing?
Yeah.
Okay, if you say so, it's a thing. The episode I enjoyed. I'm still trying to decide whether I like Penny and Leonard as a couple, because right now I don't think I do.
Okay.
I'm working on that though. I guess at the time, was it a cliffhanger that they went out on a date? Did they know they were getting renewed for season 2? Like, do you remember watching this for the first time in the moment?
I don't know if they knew they were getting renewed. I'm not sure. Let me check.
Okay. So it could have been like, oh, we don't know if we're getting renewed, so here's a teaser and we can put them together, or we can't put them together. I don't know. But anyway, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a not great episode. It was a good episode. It was a good way to end the season. I don't think it was the funniest end to the season, but it was a good way to end the season, especially the way they left the restaurant when they saw Sheldon in the restaurant. But that doesn't seem like a good place to take her on a first date anyway. Like, that restaurant didn't seem like a good... I don't know. Like, they go there all the time. Why would you take her there for... They'd be like Penny taking them to the Cheesecake Factory. Like, let's go on a real date, cheapo.
Yeah. I agree with you. I was like, why are they going there? Like, they're dressed like way nicer. Well, at least Leonard was dressed like way nicer than going to a Chinese place.
Leonard was just nice. Penny had on her like flip-flops. She had flip-flops
the
going
normal. Leonard with like 3 layers, and Penny with just something small.
With a little sundress and flip-flops on. Yep.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Normal. So my favorite part of this episode was Sheldon arguing with the guy in Mandarin, even though it was like kind of unrelated to the plot. I enjoyed this episode a lot. It wasn't the funniest, but it was like good, like, character development and things happening. I understand, like, maybe you're not the biggest fan of Leonard and Penny, and you'll just have to see what happens in the future. We'll see if your mind changes or not. But it was good character development. But when he was like yelling at the what's his name, James Wong or Hong, I forget. James
Hong. Yep.
Yeah.
Second appearance of James Hong.
Yeah.
Third maybe even. I don't remember.
Yeah. He keeps appearing in this. So when they were like going back and forth, and Sheldon's like supposed to be saying like, show me your like citrus peels or whatever, and he's like, show me your mucus. I was just like, what the heck? And then he's like, I have many, many oxen in my bed. And I was like, what is happening? It's just so stupid. It was cracking me up.
I wonder if I wish I knew some Mandarin to tell if that was real conversation or not, if that was, or if they were just making up words. But
I feel like they had to be at least
since they
close.
had a guy.
Yeah.
Since James Hong, I'm sure, was telling them, nah, that's not what you're supposed to be saying. That's why they brought him back.
I'm sure. That was funny. And my other favorite part from this one was when Sheldon's giving Penny advice and he's like searching for a spot in her apartment. His like mannerisms, I mean, I've said it multiple times. Jim Parsons, like, he just kills it. His mannerisms and how he does stuff. He's like sitting at one point and he was just like, oh, glare. And like, it just was so small, but it just cracked me up. Like, just the way he did it.
Yeah, he was good in this episode. He was my favorite in this episode. I feel like he's been in Penny's apartment a lot though, but I don't remember. There was a Halloween party there. He cleaned her whole apartment once, but I guess maybe he really didn't.
He didn't sit and chat that way.
Yeah, no. And that's another question I had. Like, do either of these people lock their doors? Because you just rolled, like Penny just rolled in and was like, I gotta use your window. And he just rolled into her. He like knocked and then just walked into her apartment when she was eating ice cream. So I guess they just don't lock their doors.
I guess not.
Yeah, is your door open right now? Is your door unlocked?
No.
Okay. So if I was there, I could just like walk in. It's locked.
It's locked. Yeah. I don't leave it open. You know, they have a nice small apartment building. Just them on the floor. It could work.
Yeah. Okay. You say so.
I mean, it's Absolutely. For a show. It's for a show.
Lock your doors. Yeah, I guess they have to like keep the doors open so you can just walk right in.
You want to waste like 10 seconds each time them like opening the doors.
Yeah, knocking. I want them to at least knock and someone goes to the door and open it. Like,
okay,
they can have lines while they are walking towards the door. Yeah, so let's see who this is and open the door. That's just me living in an urban area. You gotta lock your doors, homie.
All right. Podcast message of the week: lock your doors.
Lock your doors. That's right.
Did you have a most like offensive or like cringeworthy moment in this one?
I mean, most of the Chinese stuff, like I don't know. Like he just assumed those people sitting there were Chinese and start in the cafeteria and started speaking Mandarin to them. But my favorite line was he said that she said Leonard isn't the type of guy you should go out with, and it's like, Leonard isn't the type of guy anybody goes out with.
Leonard isn't the kind of guy I usually go out with.
Leonard isn't the kind of guy anyone usually goes out with.
Like, that was my loudest laugh of the episode. That was just mean, but true. Unless you're like Leslie Winkle.
Poor Leonard.
But yeah. My suspension of disbelief is just like, Leonard and Penny. It's just not happening, man. It's just not like I can see if Leonard was like
too many times.
Yeah, I guess too many good-looking guys with money have screwed her over, so she's gonna go with the guy,
sweetheart,
like a sweetheart who's a nerd. Yeah, is that what happens? Is that how it goes?
It could. Why not? Let's give some nerds out there some dreams.
Because I don't believe you.
Let's give some nerds some hopes and dreams.
Yeah, you get. Yeah, I don't believe you. Anyway, so just to show you my dirty mind, she was talking about to Leonard about the blog and the sex, and she said that he posted that they have sex in non-traditional locales. And I didn't, my thought process didn't go to like outside locations. It went to like locations on her body. So that's where my mind went on that. So There you go.
Good to know. Good to know.
Non-traditional
That's where
locales.
Contrell. Get your mind
That's
out of
right.
the gutter.
I'll never look at Subway the same now.
Yeah, right. That for me, like speaking of the blog, was like it was funny, but it was like cringe. I mean, it was just like classic Howard kind of thing because like he's teaching Sheldon the Mandarin or whatever. And when Penny's like talking about the blog, then he's like, I got a blog to find, and just runs to the computer. I'm just like, this guy, man. It's like always.
I was expecting nothing less.
Yeah.
Howard.
It's like if I had a friend like him, I would just be like, what's your issue? Why?
Like I said, I don't know why she hangs out with these guys, man. Like,
yeah.
Raj, yeah, like she said it. She's like, Raj doesn't talk to me, and Howard is Howard. So Sheldon, you know, I can talk to. Yeah, Howard is disgusting. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's good.
Yeah. Did you notice? Sheldon with Powerade in a glass. Did you notice this episode?
I did.
Thank you. All right. I did. Thank you. All right.
Because I didn't realize it was Powerade, and then I was like, what is this like blue, like bright blue, like thing he's drinking? And now that you're saying it, I was like, oh. Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah, the bright blue
it's
Gatorade,
weird.
Powerade, something. Last episode it was Powerade, and he definitely like, and it wasn't like a big bottle. He had like a regular like 8-ounce, 16-ounce, 12-ounce, 16-ounce bottle of Powerade, and he just like poured it into a glass.
That's weird. People don't do that.
I just think that's weird. But he's weird, so who knows? Maybe it's normal.
Yeah.
For him.
Yeah.
To not drink
maybe
out
for
of,
him, there's difference.
Drink out
Plastic.
of a bottle. Yeah.
Who knows?
No. Yeah.
But yeah. Overall, was good. What did you think of the end when? You know, they're like, okay, let's see, let's let Short. Were you expecting that?
Yeah, I was not expecting him to just kiss her like that. Is this it's a third kiss, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I just didn't. I thought he'd go out on the date first, and then. But anyway, I just. Like I said, maybe they will grow on me. Maybe those two will grow on me, and I'll buy it a little bit later.
All right.
Maybe.
We'll wait and see. Stay tuned, everyone. Stay tuned.
We've gone this long and haven't mentioned our guy, Mark Sandrowski, who directed this episode, and it originally aired 15 years ago, May 19th, 2008.
The date's memorized.
Yeah.
Coming from the person who knew the date when, like, I don't know, Delta Airlines or something was.
NWA Airlines. Yeah, it was like Northwest Airlines. Because they were NWA. I knew NWA Airlines, Northwest Airlines.
Mm-hmm.
And it was on. Anyway.
And NWA doesn't stand for anything else.
No, not at all. May 19th, 2008, originally aired. Final episode of season 1.
Thank you. I've been enlightened.
You're welcome.
All right, so we've wrapped up season 1. Just because it's we're going into the next season now. I just want to get like your overall thoughts on this first season. If you were watching this as it came out, not knowing that there's like 10 more seasons ahead, would you be like excited for the show? You want it to be picked up? Like, what would you expect?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm interested enough to see where characters go. I still don't think I would be looking forward to a Penny Leonard. I'd actually want to see more like Sheldon's sister. I feel like she should come back. Leslie Winkle, of course. I enjoyed, and that first guy she dated, that was like at the Halloween party. I want him to come back. I like him because those first like few episodes were like so funny.
Yeah,
and then I was like want more and more, just like the first episode, and then But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well, I really don't know what to expect. I really don't know what's coming next. But we'll see.
I mean, it's good because honestly, like watching it back, I think it only improves from here. I think it gets better.
Okay.
I think they like you said, like the beginning episodes were funnier, and like I remember that. And then as I was watching, I was like, okay, like the end of the season wasn't quite as funny as the beginning, and I think it builds back up. They introduce some more characters that really add to it. So yeah, we'll see. Speaking of characters, so two more questions. Do you have a favorite like overall character from the season? Like which one of the guys or Penny or who's your funny one? Who do you like the most?
That's a very good question. I think I enjoyed Sheldon the most, except for that stretch where he was really annoying.
Yeah.
Penny's a close second, though.
Nice.
They really only did like Howard just because of his cringe is third.
Yeah.
Raj is fourth, even though they really haven't done much with Raj. And Leonard is my least favorite character. Like
Leonard's your least? Wow.
Leonard's my least. I just have no interest in Leonard at all. So that's my rankings 1 through 5.
All right.
How about you? You have a 1 through 5?
Sheldon wins for sure. He's the top. I don't know, like there's episodes where I like love Howard and I hate Howard at the same time. So he's really hard for me to place. I don't know. Sometimes he would be like in second place and sometimes he would be in last. I think I don't know. I guess I'll agree with you. I'll put Penny second because like she brings a different dynamic. And then I don't know, maybe I guess I'll go with like Leonard third because I think he's really important to like keeping the story, and I feel like we don't actually know Howard and Raj that well yet. Like you'll get to know them even more, and then I'll put Howard, and then I'll put Raj because Raj will like grow on me more, but just from the first season, I feel like you don't know him like at all, kind of thing. So
Good.
That'll be my ranking for season 1.
All right.
And did you have a favorite like guest star or anything during this season?
Yeah,
we had some good
Renee
ones.
Watson. Yeah, Renee. I think that was her name, Renee Watson. She was in twice. She was the funniest of the whole season. Was the first episode with them at the sperm bank. Like that.
Yeah,
was the hardest I laughed in the whole first season. So because of that, and then she came back when in the peanut butter show, whichever one that peanut reaction.
Yeah.
So she's my favorite guest star. Close second though is I can't remember the boyfriend's name, but the boyfriend from the first couple episodes from the Halloween episode.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is.
What was his name?
Guy.
Chad?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. But
yeah,
that guy.
He was big.
Yep.
My favorite guest would actually, I don't know if you consider it a guest or if she's like a part, I don't know what they're called, but Leslie Winkle's character. I enjoyed her a lot. I mean, we haven't seen her in a bit, but she was good in this
Sarah
season,
Gilbert.
like her moments. Yeah, Sarah Gilbert. Thank you.
Did she come back? Spoiler?
She might be around here and there.
All right. Cool.
She's not a main, like,
all
but
right.
she might. She'll probably make an appearance or something. I feel like she has to.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, but
awesome.
There's some other characters coming that like top notch.
Well, according to you, top notch. I have a different palette.
That's true.
Different palette, so we'll see.
Your rating might be different, so yeah, that's okay.
All right.
You got anything else?
That's it. We finished it.
Right.
We did it.
Season 1, check. We'll see you guys for season 2. Here we are.
All right.
Keep on going.
We can keep on trucking. We got it.